Hey guys, all right. I am Dave Swartz, and welcome to a very special edition of Dose of Dave. So today, if I can keep the camera, geez, I'm doing this weird thing with my phone today, so it's totally different. Hopefully, we can work out the bugs. But today, we're going to do a very special walkthrough of the Mushroom Menagerie Art Show that I have in my house. For those that didn't or weren't able to watch the live versions of the show last night, we're going to be doing another live edition of the show tonight. Facebook is going to start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to switch it over to Instagram at 10 p.m. To go until 11, where we're just going to walk through the show. I'm going to just sort of give you guys a glimpse at all the paintings that I've been working on for the last couple months. And then we're going to do a very quick art demo where I kind of just do a couple of paintings for you live and just talk about my process so you guys can kind of see how I make these things. So, all right, I am going to, let's see, can I flip the cam? Nope. Nope. Awesome. All right, I think we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, because it doesn't look like I can flip the cam really easily here. So, all right, let's take a look. I'm gonna have to do it like this, unfortunately.
Why don't I let you do it?
There's no option to flip the camera.
Weird.
I know. So, these are the first, God, man, I'm gonna have to get used to this camera. These, I'm gonna be like in the shop. These are some of my smaller pieces.
Do you want me to film it?
Oh God, no! It's just like I'm also on widescreen too, so everything I do is opposite of what I would think I would want to do. So I have to just reverse my brain for a second in order to do this. So each one of these is 8 by 10. This isn't a rare sight to be able to get to actually see these things during the day, because last night during the show, it was all black light and just sometimes difficult to see the real colors at times. Like this teal, the teal that's in that one, and then the teal that's in this one, it just comes out like black. And then there's like a swatch of teal. There's a swatch of teal right there. God, I hope you guys out there that have motion sickness aren't puking right now, because this camera situation is a little like I'm on a ship. But we'll see what happens as we go here. So, as I should also say too, if you guys are at all interested in purchasing any of the artwork, you can also go to daveswartzart.com. And in my shop, I have a whole painting section available for all these paintings to be purchased. These smaller ones are $50, and then they kind of go up from there. But just to let you know, it's not impossible to afford some of this stuff. So I wanted to make the pricing affordable for everybody in a sense, because to me, art should be available to anybody. It shouldn't be money shouldn't be a barrier. So let's go over here and take a look at this guy. This guy is sort of like ocean inspired. I was thinking, yeah, see, like everything I want to do, it's opposite of what I want to do. I mean, I can flip it maybe, but it's like not nearly as cool. So yeah, I'm gonna flip it this way. Ah! And it's got this like high gloss varnish on it, so it really just makes everything look liquidy and like it's still wet. And this is an 11 by 14. I don't think I have many 11 by 14s. There's only a couple in the show, but this one is one of my favorites. I really like how that like green area kind of pops like right here. It's super dope. All right, so this is it. All right, this one, oh man, just is super tall and skinny. It could go either way. Like I'm sure you could like flip it and it would go horizontally just as easily. Wow, God, this camera situation is like, oh my God. I hope people aren't just like, wow, I can't watch this video.
It's supposed to be like a trip, right?
Yeah, it is kind of like a trip because it's like literally you feel like you're standing on the side of a psychedelic ship or something, just like waving through consciousness. Right. These paintings in particular are very different than what we saw last night because they're all, wow, jeez. They are all just so much more colorful. I had this red light on them, so some of it got washed out. And then this baby. This one I actually had flipped the other way. I had the orange thing on the top. I just like flipped this way. Originally hanging in the bedroom. But I wanted to make more space, so I flipped it this way. And that's one of the fun things about abstract art. You don't necessarily have to be beholden. Yeah. I think I called this one like Toxic Green Dream or something like that. Or something, I can't remember. Let's get super close up. All right. And these three are kind of almost go together in a way. Yeah. Ooh. This one's done out of black canvas. But man, that yellow just like really pops off. Kind of wish I would have put a little bit more splatter in that one, but that's okay. I was exploring. And then I decided to throw some paintings on the cat tree. So these are kind of a series. Very similar to some of the paintings that I did last night. And then over here, I've got this like, gold and silver and white and copper with fabric. So I had this like, well, I should say my lovely fiance Liz had this fabric that she graciously donated to my painting, and it was like orange with gold dots on it, so it just worked so well with the copper colors and all the gold that I was working with. So I stapled it to the back and started playing with it as if it was part of the painting. Let's see if I can get like a zoom in. And then this baby I had in the window over here, but it's daytime, so it's backlit pretty horribly. Jesus. But this one is huge. It's like 4 feet by 3 feet. I know, I apologize for all the jittery movements. Still trying to get used to this camera situation. And then this one is hanging because it has this really long flowing fabric piece that's attached to it. So this is part of my I want to put fabric on shit phase and add the paint on top of the fabric so that it becomes like integrated in a way. And man, the black light just really like sets off all these little details and stuff. I love it. All right, moving on. So we have this mini piece next to the large piece. This is, I think, 24 by 30. This one took many, many hours. But then this is sort of a mini version of it. Yeah, again, the teal gets a little washed out because we're under black light still. But pretty cool. And then we've got the pink paradise, or I can't remember what the heck I called this one. Pink palace or something like that. This camera situation is like just me trying to like stop and just think about, okay, just move like this, rather than me talking and trying to do it at the same time. But this one was a lot of scraping and dripping and seeing what I liked. I'll land over here real quick on some of the stuff I did last night. So during the show, I did these paintings. After we walked through the whole thing, I was able to bang these out while people were watching, which is pretty dope. I didn't think I'd do 3. I thought I'd only do 2, but I had time to do 3, so I figured why not. So let's look at these a little closer up. A little too much on the window there. Really like that. I mean, I like all of them actually, quite a lot, but this one I really like. So then we've got this little mini guy, this little mini mushroom guy. This is an 11 by 14 with sculpted mushrooms attached to it. God, this freaking camera. I'm sure somebody one day is going to be like, this is exactly how you switch the camera, Dave, so that you don't have to do this. We're going to get into more of that stuff in a little bit. But I need to... We actually decided we ran out of wall space, so we're going to forget where the camera is. Jesus Christ. Put some paintings here on the backs of doors. So, got this rainbowy, splattery kind of thing. This one's done on a black canvas. Actually, this was a joint piece between me and Liz, because Liz started it. Then I kind of went in and did my own thing with it too. And this one is inspired by the piece that was in the family room with the big orange swatch. Although I limited the color palette on this one, just because I don't know, I was feeling like I wanted to minimize it a little bit. But the other thing about this one that I really wish we could have done the show in person so that you guys could actually touch it, because all the art I was going to encourage everyone to actually touch. You know, it's quite textured, and it has a lot of you know, just extra qualities that would add to the experience, I think, if we could be able to touch it. So, but next time, there's always next time. And then we've got this little glitter bomb one. This one is made with glitter in the paint, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's there. And this one is another kind of exploration of the same idea of what I was trying to do there, but I decided to just add more color and, you know, go a little bit bigger with the movement. So we got these over here. A small guy, because I had enough room for him, so I stuck him there. And then we've got this big honkin' mother. This one is, I believe, 27 by 50. It is quite large. It used to be a painting of trees, like a very generic painting of trees you would buy at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something. I found it at a thrift store for like 19 bucks and gessoed the hell out of it with like 6 coats of gesso. And then I painted the shit out of it. And I think this was an all-nighter. Well, not all night, but like this was a one-night thing. So this is probably a 4 or 5 hour painting, I would say. I started off with just like large areas, and then I wanted to get to smaller and smaller kind of things. And then, unbeknownst to me, I thought it was pretty dry. So I put it downstairs and hung it in the basement to dry. And it dripped like crazy, as you can see. Lots of drips that are just all over the place. But I kind of liked it. And honestly, it can be hung this way, or it can be hung the other way, or it can be hung, you know, upside, or, you know, not upside, well, yeah, upside down, but like vertical. That's one of the things I really enjoy about this one in particular. And then we got this guy. Oh, jeez. These guy, which is a little bit smaller, but I think a little less time went into this one. I was doing a similar idea, but I just wanted to try larger areas and less little details and a little more scrapes and things like that. So this one has a lot of really cool, like, fine details. That white splatter just really, like, really set it off, I feel. All right. Getting close to the end here, guys. So this one is more of a play on just like vertical lines. And I thought it would look cool to kind of just create this sort of vertical line collision between all these different colors. And to me, this is like, looks like Superman ice cream. So I think I called it ice cream. But it's almost like drippy ice cream. Then this one is a similar idea, just horizontal, and with more of like a toxic green color. Get some trees to add to the ambiance. All right, and then lastly, because I got to go, I've got another live show I got to do here in about a minute. The last piece, the piece de résistance. It is a humongous frame that is just covered with all kinds of sculpted mushrooms and just paint splattered to death. Took me forever. Weeks and weeks and weeks. because I had to paint it or sculpt it, gesso it, paint it, all those things, all those different steps, and it just took freaking forever. All right, guys. Well, that is it for my little quick tour of the Mushroom Menagerie. I have to go because I have another show that I got to do. And but like I said, I'm going to be doing another live edition of the show where we're going to walk through again under more lights and less sunlight, so that we can see things with a lot more pop and color. But I'm also going to do a live art demonstration. So if you guys want to, watch me create more of this abstract art, you can tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Instagram. And again, that is Dave Swartz Art if you haven't already followed me. And you can check out these paintings if you're interested in purchasing them on my website at daveswartzart.com in my shop under paintings. All right, guys, take care, and hope you have a good weekend.